These are the best highlights from the matchup between DK and NS during the 2024 LCK Summer Split.
And that's how he survives the matchup, Wolf. I think that's canon. I think that's how that one goes.
Okay,
as he's
well,
not managing to split this one. Dundun is just gonna get cut in half. First blood solo kill for Kingen.
His face on the player cam as well. He said,
yeah, he's good at being more subtle about it though. Is Kingen not finding that trade necessarily as ulti comes through from aiming here on the bottom side. Killer instinct defensively from Jiwoo, who gets back to a decent position. Good slowdown here from aiming, who's getting a lot of value from this electricity. And there's the flash forward, gets the pulverized mini stun into the wall there as Guga looks to try and turn it, and Jiwoo is going to take down Kellen. Burst Fires need to land aiming. They've got a ward in that brush, and the barrier is going to get utilized. Aiming's cleanse does nothing, and Jiwoo flashes behind him. It's a 2-for-1 in the bottom lane as the equalizer comes down, and Lucid's going to get punished. Dplus, what's going on?
Dplus falling apart at the seams here, and you've got to respect that Kaisa passive stack.
Just put it down. He just put it down. As now Jiwoo is going to get punished. They call in the cavalry. Lucid says, all right, well, you got some summoner spells, guys, so let's just go with Worth. They do manage to even the scoreline. Guga is just trying to walk his way out, gets the Eclipse back, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough here. No flash available as aiming dashes in, picks up the kill. So, well, 3-1, and maybe we're getting like a it has to be certified, but we don't feel great about it situation.
Yeah, it's... I definitely will put a stamp on that one, unfortunately, as we'll...
It's an apprehensive stamp.
Yeah, we'll go back to this topside play as Sylvie is dueling with Lucid, and the equalizer here, not going to really offer too much.
Oh, the interrupt. He just heartbreak it on the spot. Yeah, it's, okay, there's the chains connecting onto Guga. He's going to go in, but it's a great distortion timing there to make sure that Showmaker's going to make it out. Those are difficult to do. Leona has a tendency to just follow you wherever you go. Does make it over the wall. Still going to be a grub going over to Sylvie at least. We'll see whether they can get the rest of them as Lucid is here, wanting to collect 5. Safeguards over to Kellen. And now with Dundun on that inside track, they've got an equalizer coming down though. This is so dangerous as Guga chained up and will now get taken down. Does land a decent solar flip. There's no one else there. That is going to be Kingen collecting a kill for himself, spiraling. Despair's not really going to do anything.
Nearly 3,000 here. Sylvie may even be denied on this dragon. 50-50.
Yeah, and that is going to be Sylvie locking it down. Lucid was just holding position. There's the kick over the wall. Oh, no! Oh, that was so weird. They just trade positions about 11 different times, and Sylvie gets out. That was just miscommunication between the two of them. Very cute there from Lucid, but ultimately made things worse, as now Fish are going to have to flash the wall to get out of the way, but they got their prize. That is 2 Drakes. There's a Chemtech, and as we saw, Orcs wasn't on the couch, and that's exactly why. 100% responsibility going to Daniel Harrison for this one.
Yep, it's 100% his fault. Fisher.
Yeah, and there's the flash in. It's an angry cow, and aiming is going to be able to pick up his 4th.
He's almost halfway there.
Yeah, no, this is actually kind of nutty. So, and aiming now, just taking some control of the river for the minute. It's getting a little bit dicey there, Wolf. Yeah, 4,000 gold is the lead. It's kind of nuts. Yeah, Jiwoo is now going to get ulted on here by aiming. Killer Instinct comes in. Can he actually get it? He finds the 1v1 as the Ignite will pick up the kill here for Kellen. But Jiwoo, that was a step at the end.
Yeah, but ultimately, he's making plays while his team is behind.
Look at those empowered autos, by the way. As Dundun's getting cut down, Guga is on a flank angle, but Kellen's here as well. Equalizer comes in, connects onto both as Solar Flare will stun up Kellen for the minute. Sylvie getting on in here, sees the ward though, and he's not going to be able to do anything about this one. Showmaker is going to take down Dundun first and see whether he can get this pesky Viego. They get to their inner turret though, and Dplus going to use this to start a siege.
Yeah, you have this false sense of security in that moment where you have the numbers advantage briefly for Nongshim, but Jiwoo was in the death chamber, he wasn't back, and there's no teleport for Fisher, so you will eventually get collapsed on by Dplus, and that's exactly what happened. A Nongshim fan, especially as a Jiwoo fan, the plays he's making is Dundun. He's just melting. He's an ice cube in the hot summer sun.
And now Guga is able to sidestep the Sonic Wave, but not able to do too much more. Double stun does come on through there. What does it mean? It means he's dead. Aiming going to lock down that kill. And now Fish, Sylvie, and Dundun are all just getting burnt to to a crisp.
They're coming at
by
us.
this Rumble as aiming. He's going to dash on in, finds the ulti. Dundun's going to get burst fired down, and it's a massacre. A double comes in for aiming. Just needs 3 more, but I don't think they're focused on that. I think it might be a look toward
to pick up on the map, and this turret is not long for this world. Even though it's not 6, it's 5 grubs enough to get the Voidlings, and Dplus are winning everywhere.
They are. The fact that they're able to siege mid-outer turret as well as have full control of this dragon, that's the danger. As Rift Herald is going to get piloted by Guga here. Equalizer comes on down as Lucid. They're trying to push him out of this pit. Showmaker dives in though, and Jiwoo's going to get knocked up by the cow. It is going to be the secure of the dragon by Nongshim, but is this the sacrifice that costs them the game? I don't know whether it's exactly this moment that gets there, but it does get a triple kill for Kingen as Fisher is able to Mega Blast Cone his way out of dodge, but the rest is Abyssal Mask now done. He really is a mask salesman, is good old Kingen. As Nongshim now going to look for Showmaker, who does want to get that distortion back off cooldown. Mimics it there as well. As you can see, Dundun, he runs really quickly. Showmaker going to get slowed down for the moment. Let's see whether he can get out. He cannot, as he is going to burn down. That is going to be the kill going over to Jiwoo. But the answer is all of Nongshim's stuff exploding.
And it's a reasonable setup here for Dplus with a 1-3-1, because you know Showmaker, if he gets collapsed on, can survive for so long. Kingen's already shown what he can do if they try to kill him.
I mean, this is the answer, right? Like, they absolutely wanted that. They're like, Showmaker, buy as much time as you possibly can.
And now they're getting inhibitor turrets.
Well, SolarFlare getting a slow onto Lucid, safeguards his way out. Kellen going to tank the ulti from the way, throws down his ult himself. That is going to be a lot of cross equalizers, the Hui version as well as Kingen's. Dplus going to say, all right, we'll get out of here.
All the farm, take away all the minions here. His aiming is like, I've got CCTV on those wolves. I better not take that. That actually belongs to me aiming. He's got the like, don't touch my food in the refrigerator sign on the wolves over there.
Yeah, beware of the dog signs everywhere, stuff like that. Please leave it alone as Showmaker takes an auto or two. SolarFlare does come on through here. Showmaker is just dead. That is going to be Guga locking that one down. Dplus, can they actually salvage the situation? It's not looking good for Kellen as we ask that question. 2 are now dead. Aiming, skating his way out. Kingen, he does go golden. That's going to buy them some time. Aiming now behind the rest of his team. Great kick does come on through. And oh God, the wallets are too heavy. Another triple for Kingen, and Lucid finishes off Jiwoo in the end. And that's one way to win the game, Dplus.
Dundun's head on the table. Not his finest performance in the matchup. He opted into this one with the Rumble going over to Dplus, and man, he's just so fed. He's got Riftmaker, he's got Abyssal Skin. He just kind of walks away and then burns them all to death. It looked good for Nongshim until Kingen said no, it does not. 8-0-7, perfect KDA, and Dplus take it.
They're like, it's like the rebirth of Kingen this season, because he has had some real lows, and recently it hasn't. That they really started to look fellable, right? Like, this was where we really did see a renaissance, as now Kingen's in a bit of trouble. Sylvie moving on up. Let's see when the flash is going to be used, or if, and he decides to hold on to it. Felt like he was checkmated, and I think he might have been right.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you got it loud and clear. Showmaker holds onto his Buster Shot though, and yes, he loses out when it comes to the trade. But cooldowns-wise, he's kind of feeling all right. It's just now the thing, is that aiming is just doing whatever he wants. That's a whole wave. Jiwoo misses out on. Nice handshake there as Jiwoo going to get flashed after the hostile takeover. Just barely connects. As there's the Fate's Call. Sylvie in a good position, though. And now the double knock-up is really good. I think Kellen understanding that he is definitely dead, and even the Pierce is going to miss. Aiming actually moving towards them. I don't know about that one, as Kellen is going to still be alive for now, but they're just staggering the backs, I guess. There we go. Jiwoo's going to be able to lock down the second kill for Nongshim, and despite these lanes, it looks like
this dragon early for Jiwoo here.
Yeah,
bit of a tough one to take, because Sylvia's not here.
Yeah, they have full information of where Sylvie is as well, and so you can see Dplus committing to this one. He would be able to take that one down. Another Chemtech Soul. Wow. Someone's got to talk to Orcs, but it's okay, I guess. Cooldowns seem to be in a weird spot in this game, as Kingen just flashing. Dundun looking for the all-out opportunity. He'll find it as Sylvie, he's making his way up, and I think Kingen has gotten that bad news again. He's trying to hop around. It does not work out, and Sylvie's going to do it once again. Both of his kills.
Pretty on this lane. Like, he's absolutely having a great time. Now, obviously down here, everything's in shambles, and that's kind of still been the story of this game. But if you look at the gold here across the board, Showmaker does not, so he has to take the long way up. Nongshim really trying to abuse the fact that Tristana is not here. Fisher has ult.
He is rotating up. There's the Nature's Grasp. Over the wall goes Lucid, and immediately he flashes back. Fate's Call comes in. Decent hostile takeover, but Jiwoo is kind of okay. Just over the wall. Kellen now getting in there. Emperor's Divide onto 3, but it's a double! Just straight out of nowhere. Still, it's going to be the Rift Herald secured by Jiwoo, who's in a really weird spot. Dindon turns up. He is an absolute raid boss, as Lucid and Kingen are trying to deal with Azeri, and they will be successful. Aiming, not so much. Did he get any of those kills? I don't think so, so not going to be celebrating 2000. Nope, not just yet. But still, the best news here for Dplus, as he's out of there. Kingen. Frozen Heart now completed here for Dindon as well, as he does now go home. Fisher should be able to grab the first turret here for Nongshim.
Yeah, that's
getting out that turret score.
That's, you know, essentially they're looking
in the
for
brush. So I don't think they're going to be losing an inner, but this outer turret is well and truly dead. And Kingen now with a great Nabar position. And that crash is an odd one. Dindon is just going to get thrown, but does manage to buffer the anti-CC. Kellen flash handshake, doesn't quite get there as Lucid on that flank angle. Twisted advance to try and buy him some space. Hostile takeover to save the tree, and Guga goes down. Dindon, he's going to try and be a hero. He goes all out into the death chamber, and that is going to be the kill for Showmaker. DK will
take top turret off the play as well. He's already got his Flicker Blade online, and the man just does insane damage to turrets. Tristana kind of does everything right now, but when she's this...
And that is... It's been a little bit of a problem. Sylvie, though, is still going to be able to find Kellen here, who does complete a Warmogs and tries to bail himself out, and it does absolutely nothing. So that's a second kill for Jiwoo.
I won't certify it, but
so he should be taken off the board, but it just feels like a very early soul to be considering. DK not able to get over here though, so Nongshim just going to grab their first dragon of the game.
So once Sylvie susses this out, I think we will absolutely see a contest. Dindon has teleport, he's rushing over. Kingen also can find an angle, he's just going to TP right onto it.
I mean, this is going down so incredibly quickly. Nature's Grasp going to be used here, and so can they actually do anything? No, they can't. The control of the pit is just too high for this Maokai composition. And DK, it's highway robbery.
Yeah, and it's also the Baron pit that has the bowling alley.
Yeah. Bowling alley Baron, actually ridiculous for the Maokai. You're absolutely right. It's Guga. Oh dear, he's just going to explode. Hostile takeover comes in, doesn't really get too much done, but Nongshim still find themselves in a really awkward position. All out takes Dindon like to 1,000,000 kilometers away, and he just gets thrown into a wall and taken down. But that was not the journey he was looking for.
Yeah, Dindon is really, he had a bit of a redemption story in terms of how the laning phase went, how he and Sylvie were able to put Kingen down early, but it's all washed away now as both of his deaths have been him kind of alone trying to make a play, but his team had already lost the fight.
The Red Bull Baron power play.
Dangerous.
Sylvie in the mist, there's a flash forward from Kellen, he finds a handshake onto Guga, who puts out the quickness and is immediately taken over hostilely. And I don't think Sylvie's getting out of this one. There's going to be the chain CC. Twisted advance just to continue the fight. They take down the tree, but the buster shot is too powerful. And aiming quickly, flash in, get the rend. There it is, 2,000 kills. As Dplus at least managed to get him that before they end the game. That's going to be the ace, and that should be the end.
There it is. Aiming gets the last lap, the final kill, the cherry on top of a dominant performance the Dplus fans were hoping for today. Sure, a bit shaky in some of the forced plays early, but they had map control from start to finish, and Nongshim looked a little bit lost in this one. A clean 2-0 for Dplus, their 4th win of the season.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup between DK and NS. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comments section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.